In the world of rap, respect is everything. It's not just about the music, it's a culture, a lifestyle, and sometimes a battlefront where words and actions speak louder than anything else. The stories behind the scenes reveal moments when rappers had to stand their ground, face their rivals, or call out disrespect in real time. These aren't just performances or public feuds. They're personal, intense, and unfiltered glimpses into lives that don't follow ordinary rules. From Lil Durk shutting down a fan who crossed the line with King Von's name, to T.I. setting boundaries with his own son, each of these moments tells us something raw about the people behind the fame. These rappers live by a code, one that doesn't tolerate disrespect. And today, we're here to break down some of the most unforgettable times they went all in to prove it. So, let's dive into the intense, sometimes surprising moments where loyalty and reputation took center stage. Lil Durk, defending King Von's legacy. When Lil Durk stepped onto the stage in the Netherlands in 2021, he expected another night of energy and crowd connection. But as he looked out, he noticed one fan in the crowd boldly holding up a t-shirt with NBA YoungBoy's face, clearly trying to provoke a reaction. It didn't stop there. The fans started loudly disrespecting King Von, Lil Durk's close friend, who had tragically passed away. For Lil Durk, loyalty runs deep, and disrespect for his late friend was a line this fan crossed without a second thought. In a moment that left the audience in awe, Durk halted his performance and had the fan brought up on stage, face to face. This wasn't for show or social media hype, it was personal. As the fan stood in front of him, Durk didn't hold back. He made it clear that he wouldn't tolerate disrespect toward Von, not in his presence, and certainly not during a performance dedicated to his legacy. After putting the fan in his place, Durk had him escorted off stage, sending a powerful message to everyone watching. Respect and loyalty to his friends come first, even if it means disrupting a show. For Durk, King Von's memory is more than just music or lyrics. It's a promise of loyalty, and he proved that night just how far he was willing to go to uphold it. The crowd's reaction showed their respect for Durk's stance, and the fans left with a valuable lesson. In an industry where loyalty is often tested and questioned, Lil Durk never wavers in his devotion to those he cares about. This unwavering dedication has earned him a reputation as not only an artist but also a true friend, one who will do whatever it takes to defend the legacy of those he loves. Julio Fulio, battling rivals and defending his name. Julio Fulio's story is marked by heated feuds and moments that reveal just how far he's willing to go to stand his ground. In Jacksonville, Fulio and fellow rapper Lil Papa were once cool, both carving their names into the local scene. But as Fulio's fame grew, so did tensions between them. Fans online began comparing the two, stirring up a rivalry that eventually pushed Fulio to make his feelings clear. He didn't see Papa as an equal, and he wasn't about to let the comparisons slide. When Fulio encountered Lil Papa at a Foot Locker, he decided to end the discussion once and for all. The altercation quickly turned physical, with Fulio and his friends confronting Papa right there in the store. The exchange wasn't just about words anymore, it was about respect. After the video of the confrontation circulated online, Fulio spoke up about the incident, admitting that he felt justified in calling out Lil Papa for sneak dissing him on tracks. Fulio's explanation was clear. If Papa had something to say, he should say it directly, not hide behind his music. But Fulio's confrontations didn't end there. His rivalry with another Jacksonville rapper, Youngeen Ace, escalated in ways that shocked even his fans. The two traded diss tracks filled with pointed references to each other's friends and families, a back and forth that seemed to have no boundaries. Fulio's track, When I See You, took direct aim at Ace and his loved ones, pushing the limits of what many saw as acceptable in a rap feud. Through these moments, Fulio showed that he was willing to defend his name no matter how intense the fallout. In his world, loyalty and reputation mean everything, and anyone who crosses him or his crew can expect Fulio to answer in kind. Lil Uzi Vert, confronting a hacker to protect his art. In the world of rap, few artists are as eccentric and unpredictable as Lil Uzi Vert. Known for his unique style and genre-bending music, Uzi had been working on a highly anticipated project that promised to push his creativity to new limits. But just as he was gearing up for the release, a hacker managed to leak portions of his unreleased tracks. For Uzi, who had poured countless hours and a substantial financial investment into this project, the leak was more than just a setback. It was a personal violation. This wasn't just about losing potential earnings. It was about his art, his passion, and his connection with his fans. Determined to protect his work and get some answers, Uzi decided to confront the hacker himself. He tracked the person down and, in an intensely charged encounter, made it clear just how serious he was. Uzi's confrontation was direct, heated, and unapologetically intense, reflecting how deeply he values his music. For him, these songs weren't just files, they were a part of his identity, and he wasn't about to let someone steal that away without consequences. After the confrontation, Uzi shared his frustrations on social media, opening up about how much the leak affected him. He expressed not only anger, but also disappointment, knowing that his fans would now experience the music in fragments instead of the full story he had crafted. His approach to the hacker sent a clear message to anyone thinking of messing with his work. He doesn't take these things lightly. Hitman Holla, defending his family at all costs. As a battle rapper, Hitman Holla is no stranger to confrontation. Known for his quick wit and sharp tongue, he's used to standing his ground in the ring. But in 2018, Hitman found himself in a situation far more personal and intense than any rap battle. While at a barbershop with his son, a man approached them in a way that instantly put Hitman on alert. The man seemed intoxicated, acting erratically and crossing boundaries that any parent would find unsettling. Hitman, in an attempt to keep the peace, initially told the man to step away from his son. But when the man ignored his warnings and continued his disruptive behavior, Hitman's patience ran out. In a swift, protective move, he punched the man, putting him on the ground. This wasn't about proving a point to the public or flexing his reputation. It was a father defending his child from a perceived threat. The intensity of the moment showed a different side of Hitman, a side driven by his role as a protector rather than a performer. The incident was captured on video, quickly went viral. While some critics questioned the necessity of Hitman's actions, many fans supported him, applauding him for stepping up to defend his son. For Hitman, the message was clear. Family comes first, and he'll do whatever it takes to keep them safe. This encounter showcased not just his strength, but his unwavering commitment to those he loves. The barbershop incident became a reminder to anyone crossing the line that Hitman Holla is as fierce off the stage as he is on it. In the aftermath, Hitman addressed the situation, explaining that his actions were purely driven by instinct and the need to protect his son. To his fans, it only solidified his image as someone who's not just tough in the rap scene, but also unyielding when it comes to his family. T.I. setting boundaries with his son. In the world of hip-hop, T.I. is known as the King of the South, but one of his most intense moments came not from a clash with a rival, but a public altercation with his own son, King Harris. During a Falcons football game, T.I. and his family were enjoying a day out when things took an unexpected turn. His son, King, began acting out, speaking disrespectfully and trying to challenge his father's authority. T.I., who has built a career around respect and integrity, found himself needing to set boundaries in a way that stunned onlookers. At first, T.I. tried to keep the exchange calm, reminding King to show respect. But King, in an attempt to assert his own independence, kept pushing back. It wasn't just the words he used, but the tone and attitude that crossed the line. As the situation escalated, King put his hands on T.I., and in a moment that demonstrated both his strength as a father and his commitment to maintaining respect within his family, T.I. quickly put King back in his place, firmly yet decisively. The confrontation was raw and real, showing that even for a public figure like T.I., parenting is filled with challenging moments. For T.I., respect and family values are more than lyrics. They're principles he lives by. He later spoke about the incident, expressing his hope that King would understand the importance of respect, not just toward his father, but toward everyone. The moment resonated with fans and followers, many of whom praised T.I. for standing firm and setting an example, even in difficult circumstances. Through this incident, T.I. showed that for him, fatherhood is as much about discipline as it is about love. His interaction with King revealed a side of him that many fans respected, a father willing to take a stand for the values he holds dear, even if it means facing criticism or risking public scrutiny. Quando Rondo, clashing with NLE Choppa's crew. Quando Rondo has had his fair share of controversies, but one incident with NLE Choppa's crew in 2019 stands out as a defining moment of his no-nonsense attitude. At a nightclub, Quando Rondo found himself in an unexpected confrontation when some members of NLE Choppa's entourage decided to test him. Known for his bold personality and loyalty to his crew, Quando didn't hesitate to respond in kind, setting the stage for an intense altercation. As things heated up, Quando quickly took to social media to share his side of the story, revealing the chaos that had unfolded. In an Instagram live session, he explained that a member of NLE Choppa's crew had approached him aggressively, prompting him to act in self-defense. Quando recounted how he'd grabbed a bottle, defending himself by breaking it over the individual's head. This wasn't just a random nightclub scuffle. It was a bold statement of Quando's refusal to back down, no matter who was involved. When the news broke, fans were divided. Some praised Quando for standing up for himself, while others worried that his willingness to escalate situations could bring him more trouble. NLE Choppa's side didn't stay silent either, with Choppa himself later making it clear that Quando Rondo wouldn't be welcome in his hometown of Memphis. Undeterred, Quando went live again, responding to Choppa's warnings by asserting that he would go wherever he pleased, effectively dismissing the threats against him. This public back and forth showed just how intense rivalries can be in the hip-hop world, where respect is often won or lost in moments like these. For Quando, the altercation highlighted his fierce loyalty to his crew and his commitment to maintaining his reputation, regardless of the consequences. The nightclub clash marked yet another chapter in Quando's career, cementing his image as an artist who doesn't shy away from confrontation. Nipsey Hussle, standing up for his team. Nipsey Hussle was known for his strong sense of loyalty and community, traits that defined both his career and his life. One instance that showcased this loyalty was during the BET Awards a few years back, where an unexpected altercation put Nipsey's principles to the test. As he was trying to park, his security guard attempted to clear a path by moving an orange cone. However, a man in charge of the area took offense and disrespectfully slapped the cone out of his guard's hand. Nipsey, watching this blatant disregard for his security, decided that this was one boundary he wouldn't let slide. Without hesitation, Nipsey stepped up and confronted the man. This wasn't about causing a scene. For Nipsey, it was about respect, both for himself and his team. A quick slap from Nipsey ended the confrontation, making it clear that disrespecting those around him would come with outcomes. The incident, though brief, was a powerful reminder that Nipsey lived by a code of honor. He protected his circle, and in turn, they were fiercely loyal to him. Later that night, Nipsey took to the stage and performed as if nothing had happened, embodying a calm resilience that only added to his legendary status. For fans and onlookers alike, the incident highlighted his authenticity. Nipsey wasn't a man of empty words or superficial acts. He was a protector, not only of his music and his message, but of everyone who stood by his side. This moment, while not as widely publicized as some of his other actions, added another layer to his legacy. Nipsey's life was tragically cut short, But stories like these serve as reminders of the principles he stood for. He wasn't just a rapper. He was a leader who left a lasting impression on those who crossed his path, standing up for his beliefs until the very end. Future, taking a stand against invasion of privacy. Future, famed for his unique sound and raw lyrics, has long navigated the highs and lows of fame. But for all the glitz, he's still someone who fiercely values his privacy. Leaving a restaurant one evening, he found himself face to face with a paparazzo who refused to back down. Future initially gave the photographer a few shots, but when the man continued filming despite polite requests to stop, it became clear that he wasn't respecting Future's boundaries. In a calm but assertive move, Future responded by splashing his drink at the persistent paparazzo. It wasn't an impulsive outburst. It was a clear signal that his request for privacy wasn't optional. For Future, being in the spotlight doesn't mean surrendering his personal space or dignity. Fans watching saw a moment that underscored his refusal to let fame strip away his right to basic respect. This small but powerful act resonated with many, showing that Future's boundaries matter to him, no matter how public his life may be. King Toti, protecting family and standing up against disrespect. King Toti, a Memphis rapper with a strong sense of loyalty, proved just how far he'd go to defend his family. While he was away, someone reportedly assaulted his sister, crossing a line that Toti couldn't ignore. Determined to stand up for his sister, he tracked down the individual at a local store. Without hesitation, he confronted the man, demanding that he face him as if he had his sister. Toti's message was clear: disrespect his family, and he'd hold you accountable. However, in a display of restraint, he held back when he noticed the man was holding a baby. This moment showed Toti's principles, valuing the safety of the innocent even in a situation fueled by anger. His response reinforced his reputation as a fiercely loyal family man who's unafraid to confront those who cross the line, resonating with fans who respect his unwavering dedication to family. Mo 3, calling out online disrespect in person. Dallas rapper Mo3 was no stranger to conflict, but had little tolerance for public disrespect, especially online. When DJ D-Real, a local figure, started throwing shade at him on social media, Mo3 decided he wouldn't let it slide. Instead of ignoring the taunts, he confronted D-Real face-to-face, catching him completely off guard. In a tense exchange, Mo3 demanded an explanation, making it clear that disrespecting him online came with real-world consequences. D-Real, visibly unsettled and at a loss for words, realized just how serious Mo3 was about his reputation. This wasn't just about a public feud, it was a stand against the growing trend of online drama. For Mo3, respect was non-negotiable, and he was willing to defend his name regardless of the platform. This confrontation reminded fans of Mo3's commitment to authenticity, proving that he wasn't afraid to address issues directly when his reputation was on the line. NBA Youngboy, defending his space against overzealous fans. NBA Youngboy, one of the rap world's most controversial and intense figures, has often been in situations where fans try to get a little too close. During one of his high-energy performances, Youngboy found himself in a moment that perfectly showcased his no-nonsense attitude and need for respect. As he was performing, hyping the crowd, a fan decided to take things too far by reaching for his chain. In the middle of his set, Youngboy noticed the fan reaching up, possibly to touch him or snag a piece of his jewelry. Without missing a beat, Youngboy defended his space, reacting with a swift punch, making it clear that there were boundaries not to be crossed. The crowd responded with mixed reactions, some in shock and others cheering, as Youngboy continued his performance, seemingly unfazed. The moment highlighted a truth about the rapper's life and personality. He doesn't hesitate to act when he feels disrespected, whether it's on stage or in private life. Youngboy's reaction to the fans' overstep served as a reminder to others in the audience and on social media that he values his space and personal items as part of his sense of respect and self-worth. This incident has been talked about widely online, with fans debating whether the rapper's reaction was warranted or excessive. However, for YoungBoy, it wasn't about the fan or the controversy, it was about making a statement. Kanye West, a tense studio clash with Chance the Rapper. Known for his artistry and erratic outbursts, Kanye West has had plenty of publicized clashes, but one that took fans by surprise was his heated encounter with Chance the Rapper during a studio session. As Kanye was working on his album, he was surrounded by a crew of collaborators and artists, including Chance. The scene was set in a relaxed studio environment until an exchange between the two suddenly shifted the tone. Chance had leaned over to offer some input, perhaps about the music or a personal observation, but whatever he said set Kanye off. In an outburst that left the room silent, Kanye erupted, loudly telling Chance to sit his expletive down, making it clear he wasn't in the mood for critique or comments. The intensity of Kanye's reaction stunned those in the room, including Chance, who had only been trying to offer his perspective. The incident wasn't just about a disagreement in the studio, it revealed a raw side of Kanye's personality, a mixture of creative passion and sensitivity to any perceived challenge to his authority. Following this clash, Chance later reflected on the moment, admitting that it caused him to reevaluate his friendship with Kanye. For Kanye, the incident underscored his reputation for volatile passion and sensitivity about his work. Fans and critics alike saw it as another example of Kanye's drive for control and perfection in his music, where even friends aren't immune to his intense reactions. This moment, like many others in Kanye's career, showed the world the complexities of his personality. An artist so committed to his vision that he won't hesitate to call out anyone, friend or not, who he feels might disrupt that vision. Shae, confronting an online op in person. Shae doesn't shy away from confrontation, and he's built his career on keeping things real. When one of his online rivals, an op, started disrespecting him on social media, Shae wasn't about to let it slide. Instead, he took matters into his own hands, finding the individual in person to address the insults face to face. For Shae, the internet is no place for empty words or fake bravado, and he's determined to keep his respect intact both online and offline. The confrontation quickly went viral, as Shae made it clear that he wasn't someone to mess with. This wasn't just about protecting his image, but about setting a standard of respect in an industry where online feuds are often dismissed as meaningless. Shae's approach earned him respect from his fans, who appreciated his dedication to authenticity and his commitment to standing up for himself. In Shae's world, disrespect is never just online drama. It's personal, and he's not afraid to prove it. King Von, defending his friend's honor in jail. King Von, known for his loyalty and fierce commitment to his friends, found himself in a jail confrontation that highlighted his no-nonsense attitude. While serving time, Von spotted an individual who had disrespected one of his friends, a fellow rapper who had been killed. The man in question had openly insulted Von's friend, and for Von, that was something that couldn't go unanswered. Despite being in a confined space, Von didn't hesitate to defend his friend's honor, slipping out of his handcuffs and confronting the rival with his fists. The scuffle was quickly broken up by guards, but the message was clear. King Von would defend his loved ones, no matter the circumstances. His loyalty to his friends and his readiness to back them up, even in jail, won him immense respect in the rap community. Von's actions underscored a key part of his persona. In his world, loyalty is everything, and he's willing to fight to preserve it. DaBaby, bowling alley, clash with Danny Lee's brother. DaBaby's life is often filled with controversy, and his altercation with Danny Lee's brother, Brandon Bills, was another intense moment in his career. The conflict stemmed from ongoing issues between DaBaby and his ex-girlfriend Danny Lee, which spilled over into a physical confrontation with her brother. The two men crossed paths at a bowling alley, and as tensions flared, DaBaby reportedly threw the first punch, resulting in a brawl that spilled onto the lanes, with both entourages getting involved. Brandon later accused DaBaby of unfairly ambushing him, as the altercation involved multiple people on DaBaby's side. The video of the incident quickly went viral, drawing both criticism and support for DaBaby's actions. For DaBaby, the confrontation was another reminder of the challenges that come with fame and the need to protect his personal life from outside interference. Thanks for tuning in, and if you find this video interesting, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content like this.